Well, give us the history so we know. How many surgeries?
3.
3 surgeries of the one knee. And then what were the surgeries for?
I dislocated my knee, fractured the femur where the knee met, tore my ACL, tore my meniscus, and did some other damage that I don't remember the technical terms for.
That's okay. After that,
Yeah.
what else do you need? Anything after a broken femur, dislocated knee, torn meniscus, torn ACL, everything else is just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So 3 surgeries, and then when you first came in, what were the main problems with the knee?
I had no extension or bend.
Okay, so extension means and when you first came in, it was kind of interesting when she first came in, it's like her knee was like that. It just wouldn't fully, let it go. It wouldn't fully extend. So that's what extension means. And then bending, I remember when we got to you, it was about right there, a little less than 90, a little more than 90 degrees of bending. So I'm going to show you how we deal with it. So you can see the scar. That's the scar right there. And then there's 2 other little tiny scars that you can't see unless she extends the knee. There's a scar right there and a scar right there. And that's where the arthroscopes go in. And then this one is a big boy. So one of the challenges is when you cut this stuff open, even these small ones, a lot of scar tissue develops in here, and you could feel like it's just not very movable. So I'm using this Graston tool, and what we do is we basically press pretty hard and grind the scar tissue down so that it can become more pliable. And you can see how it gets a little red right there. I'm going to fully flex the knee. So now the scar tissue would be on tension, and then when I dig in with this, we'll break it up. And so I'm going to go right along the scar. And it doesn't take very long to do this. So we do this, we've seen you once a week now, twice a week for now, because we want her to do that back exercise. And so it doesn't look like much, but it is. You could probably say it, you feel it
Yeah.
when I'm doing this. And then I'm going to go to the 2 scars here. And one of the things about the Graston is you can kind of sense where the most amount of tension is through the instrument. So as I do this, I can go in different directions like this and look for areas where it has the most restriction, and you can feel it through there. So for example, right here it doesn't feel that bad, but going crossways it does. So I would stay right there. Now, can you perceive a difference?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
You serious? So if I go here, if I go in this direction, and then I go in this direction, what do you feel different?
When you go this direction,
Yeah.
this feels like you're rubbing against concrete.
Okay.
The other one just feels a little smoother.
Smoother, yeah. So patients that are in tune with their body would actually be able to tell the difference. A lot of people can't tell the difference at all. Usually athletic people can tell the difference, and non-athletic people can't, because athletic people tend to live in their bodies, and so they're very, I'm going to say, aware of what they can feel. Okay, so now let your leg go. Now, what you can do is probably stand right there. So because of the ACL repair, we don't want to be tractioning or pulling on the knee at all, but we do want the tibia to go from back to front. So I use this speeder board on here, and what that does, it'll allow the tibia to go this way and the femur to go down. fully extends, it actually does not extend like a hinge joint. It extends like a hinge joint and a rotational joint. And with extension, the tibia will not rotate, in my view, clockwise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in kind of a bent position. I've got my thumbs on the inside part of the tibia, and I'm going to be rotating in that direction when I fully extend her knee. It's hard to see, but it's easy to feel that I'm rotating her tibia on the femur that way to get that. They call it in kinesiology, it's called screw home mechanism, which I always thought was a funny way of describing it. What they actually meant was like a screwdriver. So, but that's the technical word for what your tibia is supposed to do. And then, when you fully flex it, it rotates in the opposite direction. So when I bend her knee, I'm going to rotate in what's called a counterclockwise. So that direction. So after 3 surgeries, we don't expect things to feel like they were before when she was normal, but we do want to see how much improvement we can get. And I'm going to make sure that the foot biomechanics are working good, because anything misaligned with the foot will cause knee trouble. So I'm going to go to the calcaneus, go back and forth, feel the joint and how much movement there is. I'm going to go to the talus, place my fingers right here, fully bend her ankle. Go to the navicular and the cuneiforms. Just got a little movement right there. That was easy. And a cuboid. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple adjustments here. Had the lotion on, I slipped. There we go. Okay. What are the things that you've noticed with the knee since we started?
Well, when I first came in, I probably had like the posture of what I felt like was an 80-year-old.
I was going to say 78, but you were close.
Right? Which was frustrating because it felt like I was a lot older than what I am.
Yeah.
I'm only
No,
27.
yeah, you shouldn't feel like that.
My family noticed like when I walk, it was like this, and it looked awkward.
Your gait, you were walking weird because of the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of lower back pain from it.
Yeah.
Now I've noticed I'm a little more active. I feel smoother when I walk, if that makes sense. Yeah.
That's cool.
Like a runway model.
And have you been able to sense a difference with the extension, or am I just noticing it?
No, when I walk, I could feel like
You
my
could feel
legs
it.
going out a little further when I take it.
And we had you doing squats.
Yeah.
So you're doing squats right now in the founder exercise.
Yeah.
Okay. We're cool.
Awesome.
All right. We're done. So we're going to become famous.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. I've been trying for 2 years.